Yes, okay. So welcome to the Saturday session. And today again, as it has happened over the last few times, we don't have a specific topic, but I will talk about something. I will talk about a few things that have been coming up. Give me a minute. I need to organize my screen. Yes. Okay. I just mute everybody. Okay. All right. So thank you everybody for being here and a nice, beautiful, rainy Saturday afternoon in Mumbai. But yes, all of you in different parts of the world. So welcome to today's webinar. As I was mentioning, we don't have a specific topic today to take up the entire 1 hour. So if any of you have questions about how to deal with an issue in your life or how to understand something better from the energy perspective, go ahead and ask that question. You can talk to me on chat, or you can talk to me, you can simply pose your question verbally and I will answer it for you. In the meanwhile, just to kick us off, just to start everything off, we will start with this one topic called help. Help. So yesterday I was writing to everybody saying, normally I have a topic for Saturdays and help, everybody help me because I don't have a topic for Saturday. And somebody says, how about the topic help? So we got discussing and I said, there is nothing called help. Actually, there is nothing called, no, let me be very particular. What I said was, there is nothing called selfless help. There's nothing called selfless help. And then, everybody, well, we see so many NGOs around us. And then you would say, how can you say that? All of these NGOs are working selflessly. They are working without any, without any demand from the ones that they are helping. How can you say that there is selfless help? Well, when I speak from the perspective of energies only. And so let us say we are talking about selfless help. What does it mean? Selfless. The self is missing. The self is not there only. It is without the self and the help is being given. So, अब यहाँ पे मैं हिंदी में थोड़ा सा बात करते हुए, क्योंकि ये सेशन जो है वो इंग्लिश में है, थोड़ा हिंदी थोड़ा अंग्रेजी, तो इसलिए तो उसी बारे में तो हम क्या बात कर रहे हैं कि मदद, और मैं कह रही हूं कि एकदम निस्वार्थ मदद, कि किसी की सहायता करना और एकदम निस्वार्थ, वो होता ही नहीं है। वो होता ही नहीं कि आप किसी की एकदम सेल्फलेस मदद कर पाए। तो कितने ही लोग मुझ पर टूट पड़ेंगे कि ऐसा कैसे कह रहे हो, इतने सारे एनजीओ हैं, वो पूरी जिंदगी दूसरों की मदद करने में लगा देते हैं और वो एकदम निस्वार्थ हैं। तो हम जब इसको थोड़ा सा एनर्जी के जरिए से देखते हैं, जब ऊर्जा के जरिए से देखते हैं, तो मतलब क्या है सेल्फलेस का? मेरे हिसाब से जितना मुझे एनर्जीज के बारे में समझाया पढ़ाया गया है, उसके हिसाब से सेल्फ के बिना, स्व के बिना कोई जो मदद होगी तो वो निस्वार्थ होगी, लेकिन स्व जो है वो कहां पर है और कैसे है? So to understand in the energy perspective, either you come from the frequencies of the mind or you come from the frequencies of the heart. In the frequency of the mind, when you think like that, there is separation. There is separation, there is you and there is another. When there is another, you can do so many things. जब आप ऊर्जा के हिसाब से देखते हैं तो हमेशा आपको दो नजर आएंगे। अगर आपने सेपरेशन की, अलगाव की ऊर्जा से बाहर की इन दोनों आंखों से किसी को देखा तो आपको दो नजर आएंगे, एक आप और एक आपके सामने। उस सामने वाले के साथ आप कुछ भी कर सकते हैं। हाँ, कुछ भी, आप उससे नाराज हो सकते हैं, आप उसको प्रेम कर सकते हैं, आप उसकी मदद कर सकते हैं। एक सामने है और एक आप है, यहाँ पर अलगाव है। आप उसकी मदद करना चाहेंगे तो कई सारे तरीके निकल आएंगे कि मैं इस व्यक्ति की किस तरीके से मदद करूं। जब आप उसकी मदद करेंगे, आंखें जो हैं वो बाहर की तरफ देख रही हैं। जब आप उसकी मदद करेंगे, हो सकता है आपको उससे कुछ ना चाहिए हो, लेकिन कम से कम आपको उससे एक धन्यवाद की जरूर अपेक्षा बन जाएगी कि वो कम से कम और कुछ करे ना करे, कम से कम मेरा धन्यवाद तो करे। क्योंकि एक आप है और एक वो है, वो आपसे जुदा है, वो आपसे अलग है, वो आपके सामने है। जो कोई भी मदद की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, किसी की भी, वो कुछ ना चाहते हो, वो कुछ भी ना चाहते हो उनसे जिनकी मदद हो रही है, लेकिन उनके मन में थोड़ी सी ख्वाहिश जरूर होगी कि हमारा नाम हो, कोई हमें पहचाने, हमने कितना अच्छा काम किया उसी को देखे और हमारी शाबाशी करे, हमारी वाहवाही करे, हमारी पीठ थपथपाए। और हमें कुछ नहीं चाहिए, हमें पैसा नहीं चाहिए, हमें ये नहीं चाहिए, वो नहीं चाहिए, लेकिन एक ये जो छोटी सी अपेक्षा है कि कम से कम जो सामने वाला है वो शुक्रगुजारी ही कर दे हमारी, वो ग्रैटिट्यूड में आ जाए बस। भले ही दुनिया में कोई और पहचाने ना पहचाने, पर कम से कम जिसके साथ कुछ मदद हो रही है, जिसके नाम पे कुछ मदद हो रही है, कम से कम वो ही हमारी शुक्रगुजारी कर दे। यहाँ पर थोड़ी सी हल्की सी अगर अपेक्षा आ गई तो वो वाजिब है। इट इज फाइन बिकॉज सामने यू आर हेल्पिंग समवन, बट this is not selfless. This is not selfless because there is a self, and the self over here is showing itself. It is showing itself even by the smallest expectation of receiving love. Let us say even that expectation of love doesn't exist. When will it be? When will it be that the expectation of love will not exist? कोई भी अपेक्षा रहेगी ही नहीं। ऐसा होगा ही कब? जब आप इन दो आंखों से बाहर की तरफ नहीं देखेंगे, लेकिन आप अपनी इस आंख से, ये तीसरी जो आंख है, उससे जब अंदर की तरफ देखेंगे, when you look from the frequencies of the heart, what is it that happens? You stop seeing somebody outside. There is no other. There is only you and another part of you. When there is another part of you, do you keep saying thank you to that other part of you every day? You know, there is a part of you that listens. Every time something is listened to and it goes to your brain, does your brain say thank you to your ears? When something is spoken and it is spoken for you, from you, of you, by you, do you constantly say that the brain says thank you to the mouth, saying thank you so much for conveying my thought? No, it doesn't. It all works in unison. एक ही साथ काम होता है। एक ब्रेन है, उसका काम कुछ है, एक मुंह है, उसका काम कुछ है, एक हाथ है, दूसरा हाथ है, उनके कोई ना कोई काम है और सब अपने अपने काम करते चलते हैं। एक हाथ से ये चश्मा उठाया, अब ये चश्मा दूसरे हाथ में चला गया, क्या इस हाथ ने उस हाथ को थैंक यू, वेरी वेरी थैंक यू ऐसे बोला? क्या नहीं बोला? क्यों नहीं बोला? क्योंकि ये भी मैं और ये भी मैं, और हमको पता है कि हम दोनों की दोनों, ये दोनों की दोनों मेरे ही हिस्से, मैं ही हूं। तो कब मेरे को सामने नहीं दिखाई देगा और कब मैं इसकी मदद नहीं कर रहा? अगर मुझे इस हाथ में पेन चाहिए और इस हाथ ने उठा के इस हाथ को पेन दे दिया, तो क्या ये हाथ दूसरे हाथ की मदद करने के लिए थैंक यू मांगेगा? नहीं मांगेगा ना। क्यों? क्योंकि यहाँ पर एकपन है। यहाँ पर एकपन है इस शरीर का कि ये शरीर मेरा है, एक हाथ से दूसरे हाथ, दोनों की दोनों हाथ मेरे हैं। जब हम ऊर्जा में यहाँ पर बैठते हैं तो हम शिव हैं, हम शिव हैं। मैं शिव और हर हर महादेव। I am the creator of my own universe and you are the creator of your own universe. Both of us are the same energy. We are the energy of the source. We are the same. There is no difference. Everywhere I look, I find me. When do I find me? Everywhere. I find when I'm looking from the frequency of the heart. when I'm sitting in the frequency of the heart, when I'm thinking from within, when I'm not looking from the eyes that look outside, but the eye that is looking only within. In that space, the other doesn't exist. So then the word help, which is used that, okay, I can help somebody, I can help you, you can help me. That word doesn't exist. Why? Because when I'm only doing things for myself, it is out of love. This word help gets converted to love. And then this is love. It is neither given nor received because I am love. Every moment, why is it that my one hand doesn't thank the other hand? Because it is just understood there is no requirement for a thankfulness because there is no separation. In the in the absence of separation, in the absence of the other existing, the only word that remains in my vocabulary, as I have understood energy, the only word that remains is love. And then we've talked about this so many times that when I look at love, there is nobody else outside to give love to. There is only me, myself, and I. सिर्फ मैं, प्रेम किसको देना है? सिर्फ खुद को. तो अगर किसी के लिए कुछ किया भी, तो वो कोई है ही नहीं, वो तो सिर्फ मैं हूँ. मैं हूँ, मैंने ही अपने लिए कुछ किया. शुक्रगुजारी, थैंकफुलनेस, उसके लिए मिनट मिनट की जरूरी है ही नहीं. क्यों? क्योंकि I am love. I am not expecting love. I am not giving love. I am not receiving love. I am love. In that place where I am love and the entire universe is me, that is the place where you can't help anyone. You can simply be in the place of being love. From that space, will people get helped? Yes, people will get helped. The word help exists in vocabularies. Why? Because I might be sitting in oneness, but everybody around me, are they necessary to be sitting in oneness to receive whatever I have to give? No, they will receive the love and they will give the love. They are still sitting in separation from me. They will get helped. Many people come to me and say, I've really helped them. I understand that from their perspective, I have helped them. Their perspective is all about you showed us the path and therefore you have helped me. From my perspective, I am simply love. I showed no one the path. The energy wanted whatever they wanted to receive, and so they came to me and took whatever they wanted to receive. I became the medium. I became the medium. I am no longer the doer. If I'm no longer the doer, can I help somebody? To help someone, you have to sit in the doership space. I don't sit there and I don't say it's wrong to sit there. No, nothing is wrong. There is nothing wrong with the entire world. Everything that is happening for a purpose. किसी के साथ कुछ बुरा हो ही नहीं रहा. जो हो रहा है, जैसा हो रहा है, उसका एक उद्देश्य है. और उद्देश्य क्या है? ऊर्जा जो है वो एक्सपीरियंस करना चाहती है, अनुभव करना चाहती है, और ऊर्जा कुछ भी अनुभव करना चाहती है. If the energy wants to experience separation, in a minute, I will be thinking from separation. In a moment, I will be thinking from here. What does awareness do to us? What does awareness do? When we think from here, and mind you, we are in the body. We have come to the earth to experience separation. We have come to the earth to understand how these frequencies make me see this separate from that. So actually, seeing the separation is a large part of the experience that I came for. I and you, all of us have come to earth to experience this separation in great detail. And that is why हम आए ही इसीलिए हैं. हम आए हैं अलगाव महसूस करने के लिए, पृथ्वी पर ड्युअलिटी को महसूस करने के लिए, हम आते हैं। तो इसलिए अगर ड्युअलिटी महसूस हो रही है कि ये तो मैं हूं और मैंने इसकी मदद की, आज टॉपिक मदद का है, इसलिए इसको मदद के सहारे समझते हुए, ये मैं हूं, मैंने किसी की मदद की, अब कम से कम वो शुक्रगुजारी में तो आए। ये अलगाव का एक्सपीरियंस होगा। जब वो शुक्रगुजारी में आ जाएंगे, सामने वाले शुक्रगुजार होंगे, तो मुझे बहुत आनंद मिलेगा। जब सामने वाले शुक्रगुजारी में नहीं होंगे, तो मुझे बहुत दुख होगा। ये अलगाव के एक्सपीरियंसेस हैं। The separation will bring you both kinds of experiences as your eyes look outside. You will create some expectations from the outside, from the other, as these eyes look outside. As you look outside, there are two things that will happen. Either the outside will do exactly as you wish. You wish to receive a thank you. The outside will give you a thank you. What will happen? As you look outside, you will receive some joy. And then some days when you wish to experience hurt, when your energy of hurt wants to come up and tap you saying, I still exist within you. Can you look at me? And then what will happen? In that separation, you will do something for someone and they will no longer feel the gratitude. They will not feel the gratitude. What will you experience? You will experience hurt. The expectations create a very beautiful link into hurt all the time. I talk about it, expectations from attachment, and expectations create hurt. It will happen every now and then. But when it happens, now, if you are aware, then you can simply tune into the frequency of the heart and understand that the expectation created hurt only because I wish to experience the hurt that is still within me. Did I really help them? If you are thinking from oneness, you didn't help them. Their energy created a pathway through you. Their energy, their experience of ease and grace came through you, but you are the medium. You no longer the doer. You are the medium. When you are the medium, you understand through you stuff flows. For somebody, it might be beautiful. For somebody, it might be not so beautiful. But you are simply the medium allowing for the stuff to flow. You don't exist in the middle of it all because you are one with everything around you. You are one with the person that you are supposedly helping. You are one with the person who's providing you some hurt. You are one with everything and everyone around you. When the finger is pointed within, when through the awareness, through the third eye, you are able to look within. When you look within, the only exchange that happens is of unconditional love. Love without expectation. जब अंदर ही की तरफ देख रहे हैं, जब बाहर कोई है ही नहीं, तो सिर्फ एक ही चीज बहती है और वो है बिना किसी शर्त के प्रेम, बिना किसी अपेक्षा के सिर्फ प्रेम। और जब वो प्रेम बहता है तो सामने से क्या मिलेगा आपको? तब सामने से कितनी ही प्यारी बात है, जब आपकी अपेक्षा नहीं है तो सामने से आपको भी बिना अपेक्षा के प्रेम मिलेगा। आपने यहाँ पर अपेक्षाएं की तो सामने से क्या मिलेगा? अपेक्षाएं मिलेंगी और उन अपेक्षाओं को टूटने का मौका मिलेगा। So here is the thing, that when I look at the word help, because normally we are taught, when we are young, we are taught we must help everyone. We must help everyone around. What happens when we help everyone? We feel good. We tune into the frequency of feeling good. We tune into the frequency of anand, of bliss, of joy. We feel good about what? We feel good about ourselves. We love ourselves a little bit more when we help somebody on the outside. Do you have to do something constantly to feel good within, to feel this joy within? No. Now that you know that joy is simply a frequency, whether you do something or you don't do something, you can still tune into the frequency of joy. हर बार कुछ करके, कुछ कर्म करके ही हमको अच्छा महसूस हो, वो लिमिट ही हम खुद से हटा देते हैं। अब हमको क्या ही कर्म करना है अच्छा महसूस होने के लिए? हम कुछ भी करें, बाहर कुछ भी हो रहा हो, इफ आई एम द मीडियम, if the higher power has not asked me to do anything at all, can I still feel good about myself? Do I need to do something? Do I need to save the world? Do I need to save my neighbors? Do I need to do anything at all to feel good, to feel my own unconditional love for myself? No. Unconditional love is simply love without expectation. Can I give that love to myself? Yes, I can. And so, as I give this love to myself, something might come up one day for me to do, and then I will do it as a medium. As a medium, I am the medium. But if I bring myself into the picture, immediately the nature of experiences will change. Will I feel the joy? Of course, I will. I will feel the joy. But now I am also opening up expectations from the outside. I'm opening up myself to experience some more hurt. So when I sit in the frequency of hurt, when anybody hurts me, and especially when I feel that I have given some selfless help, I understand that somewhere in the middle, myself came up. It just rose up. It happens like that. It just takes a moment to move from inside to outside, just as it takes a moment to move from the outside to inside. So, selfless help, selfish help, it's all the same. When I help someone, if I've got any expectations, I'm coming from separation. But if I've looked at my separation and then I've converted it to oneness, I am simply the medium. When I'm able to look at everything outside, this is me and that is me. When I'm doing something for the other, I'm really not doing anything for another. It's one hand moving to the other hand. I am Shiva, the other is Shiva. I am a part of the source, and so is the other. I'm simply passing on this game. It's a game. It's a game of illusion. This help is helping somebody outside. So it's up to you. Will you stop helping people? As a matter of fact, no. As I mentioned, you will help people even more because as you sit in the frequency of love, unconditional love towards yourself, what are you transmitting? You are transmitting that unconditional frequency of love to all those around you. While they will reflect that back to you, they are also receiving that from you. They are also receiving it from you without you doing anything. They're receiving it from you, but just simply by you giving unconditional love to yourself, they will get to love themselves a little bit more. They are receiving that energy in which this knowing exists, that the only thing that to love, the only person to love is you. The whole of the universe is you. Now, whether you do it for the outside, it's only for you. Whether you do it for yourself, it's only for you. When you do it for yourself, no longer the tag selfish. No longer thinking कि अच्छा ये तो मेरा स्वार्थ है, मैं उसके लिए नहीं कर रहा, मैं तो खुद की मदद कर रहा हूँ. अरे है ही चारों तरफ खुद खुद खुदाई. उसी का एक रूप हो तुम, उसी का एक रूप है वो. खुद की मदद करो या उसकी मदद करो, कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता. अगर खुद की मदद करने में गिल्ट आ रहा है तो उस गिल्ट को देख जाओ कि कहां पर तुमने खुद को वापस से अलगाव में डाल दिया. Sitting in separation will give you sometimes guilt, sometimes judgment towards the other. Oh, that person is not helping others. Well, I'm doing so much to help others. You will sit in that judgment. Well, again, who is that person? You only. There is one medium that is helping others, and there is the other medium who is deciding for the experiences of not helping others. And who is that? That too is you only. So all of these notions of how many people we should help, we should keep helping all our lives. I, till about last year, well, I'm still on the board of this NGO, but till about, for about last year, for a few years, I was also the chair of that board, that NGO. As I was chairing, I used to keep telling everyone, I come from a space of not looking at anybody, that anybody needs my help. All the children that, it is an NGO that takes care of, it does a lot of things for children. And I was chairing the NGO and I said, I come from a space where I recognize that those children are Shiva. So if I'm able to help 5, it creates joy for me. But if I'm not able to help 500, it doesn't create any kind of misery for me, saying, oh my God, I couldn't get the funds to help those others. From that place of non-judgment towards myself, what would happen? Constantly, every time I was in a meeting, more money would flow in to help those people. I have no expectations to help anybody. And so, where am I sitting? I'm simply sitting in the place of unconditional love. And then what will happen in the unconditional love space? More joy will be created. How will more joy be created for me? More joy will be created for me when this work can go on a little bit more, a little bit more. And so the universe automatically kept creating more of those scenarios where I received more joy. I received more joy sitting in the place of unconditional love. Do you even understand? I'm just trying to show to you that you could be doing the same job. As a matter of fact, the lady who started this NGO several years ago, 17, 18 years ago, she'd been working in that NGO, but coming from total lack. Oh my God, I have helped 500, but still there are 5,000 to help. And so instead of receiving all joy, she would receive some joy, but instantly she would go into more lack. Oh, I only helped this many. I need to help so many more. This helping, what was it doing for her? This thought of helping was creating the lack within her. It needs to grow more. It needs to happen more. What I'm doing is not enough. Yes, great. I helped 1,000. Now I wish I could help 5,000. The minute you help 1,000, the next piece of lack comes up. The next want comes up. And so what do I say? Well, release that want, release that desire. From that desire, only more lack will be created on the outside. So even as you are helping somebody, simply sit in the space, I am Shiv and you are Shiv too. I've talked about this a lot already. There is this girl called Komal, and she's known me for quite some time. In the days of COVID, she reached out to me and she said, there's a lot of people in my vicinity who are completely, they don't have any money, their jobs are gone. I wish to make some food and give to them. And I said, sure. Now I looked into guidance and the guidance said, no, you don't give anything. I said, okay, I won't give anything. I worked on my feeling of not giving anything. And I told my husband, see, I follow guidance and this is the beautiful part. He doesn't. And so how beautifully, as soon as I told him, I said, she wants to do something for the poor. And he said, yes, I would love to help her. And he told her, do as much as you can. My purse strings are open. Whatever you want, as much as you want, I will give. As many lakhs that you can distribute, go ahead and distribute, and I will give. She went out the very first day and she did whatever the work needed to be done. And then she came back and I was talking to her on the phone and I said, Komal, kaisa raha? How was the experience? And Komal said to me, बहुत अच्छा था मॉम, बहुत मजा आया, कितना ही अच्छा लगा सबको खाना बांटने में और कितना ही राशन दिया वगैरह वगैरह. लेकिन हमने तो सिर्फ आज पता नहीं कितने 100-200 लोगों को बांटा, और कितने ही हजारों हैं, कितने ही सारे हैं जिनकी मदद नहीं हो पाई. And I just told her, I said, if this is the frequency that you are going out with, I would suggest don't distribute anything. Because you think that just by distributing a month's ration, you will be able to give them a life. No. As a matter of fact, they are coming here to take your frequency from you. But what are you doing? You are tuning into the frequency of lack, into the frequency of sadness. They are sitting in sadness, coming to you for joy. Instead, what did you just do? You tuned into their frequency of lack, into their frequency of sadness. So, firstly, stay in abundance. Whatever you are doing, you are not the doer. One Shiva is meeting the other Shiva. Whichever Shiva wants to meet you will come to you. You will go to them. The next time I called her, I said, what's happening? She says, oh, we are having so much fun distributing. And I said, okay, how many? So over the next few months, Sudhanshu almost gave, I think it was 10 to 12 lakhs of rupees. And she was going out every day. She was having her own set of experiences, some amazing, some miraculous, some really, people were not supposed to be going out. So she even got beaten up by the cops, but she continued to do whatever she was doing. And paths kept opening for her as one Shiva wished to meet the next Shiva. And so I asked her, I said, what is happening? She says, oh, we've called these, we now have a term for these people that we meet. When we are going and meeting with anybody for distribution, we call them Ambanis. And we say, oh, today we are going to meet Ambanis. And as we go out, the Ambanis, they are so filled with abundance, they don't need anything from us. And so they're reminding themselves that, yes, we are going out to meet the Ambanis, and we are just simply one Shiva meeting the next. And with that thought that the one that we are going to meet, they are simply here to take our energy. They are not lacking anything. They are going through their life experience. But through this, through one Shiva meeting the next, there was so much more joy that was created in the entire experience itself. When you create joy for yourself, what will play out more? Even more joy, even more joy. I'm seeing a few questions being put up. Okay. One message. Please explain what is focus and distraction in energy terms. Don't be focused, be distracted by everything that gives you joy. What is focus and what is distraction? So it's funny because when we talk about focus, and when I say this, in generic terms, I give a lot of these one-liners. एक ही लाइन के अंदर कुछ मस्ती आ जाती है और उस मस्ती लाइन को लिख देते हैं. Don't be focused, be distracted by everything that gives you joy. इसका मतलब ही क्या है? Focus का मतलब क्या है? Most of the times when I refer to focus, I will still tell you to focus, but at the end of it all. But when I refer to the word focus, when we are growing up and the eyes are focused on the outside, and then we have something called goals and ambition. And so we sit with goals and ambition, and our parents say, focus on your goals. You want to be a doctor? Focus on your goal. You will be a doctor, focus on your goal. You want to be so and so, focus on your goal. You want to make this much money, stay with the goal, focus on it. Don't get distracted. This TV watching, this telephone talking, blah, blah, blah. Don't get distracted. Don't our parents always say that? And so, what does focus mean? Have one aim, ambition, and simply madly run after it. Don't look at anything here. Don't look at anything there. Simply run after it. Be focused in what you want. That's what I refer to when I say don't be focused. Be distracted by everything that gives you joy. the place of moving, कहीं जाना नहीं है. This is my favorite line, कि चलते चलो, कहीं जाना नहीं. You keep an ambition for yourself. I want to be an engineer. You'll be an engineer, maybe one day, maybe not, but maybe yes. You'll be an engineer. And then what? Then what? You're done with your life? You're done with the focus? Will there never be another focus in your life? No. There'll be something next that you will keep running after. You will single-mindedly put your focus now. I want to be the head of this engineering department. And now you will run after that. Now you're focused and you're running after that. Not looking here, not looking there, not looking at the journey in the middle. And I say, you can't get anywhere because there is nothing, nowhere to go to. There is no place to go to. चलते चलो कहीं जाना नहीं है. तो इसलिए जब चलते ही चल रहे हैं तो इधर भी देखो, उधर भी देखो, जहां जहां मस्ती आती है सब करते चलो, क्योंकि जहां जाना है वहां पहुंचे भी तो भी क्या, और वहां पर नहीं भी पहुंचे तो भी क्या, क्योंकि पूरे रास्ते तो मस्ती बनती चली जाएगी. No matter, you're waiting for that one event to take place in your life, and that event will bring you so much joy, and that's what you think. And yes, when that happens, it will bring you so much joy. But guess what? All of this time that you are running, दौड़ रहे हो. जब दौड़ रहे हो तो फ्रीक्वेंसी कौन सी है? कभी कहाँ पे दौड़ रहे हो, कभी किसी के पीछे दौड़ रहे हो. When you are running after something, no, I need that. The frequency of needs, the frequency of desire is that of lack. So as you sit in the frequency of lack, running here and there, no time to spend on this, no time to spend on that, no time to enjoy. I will enjoy myself once this is done. Well, guess what's going to happen? Once that is done, there'll be the next moment, the next place where you will fix your focus on. And so I say, along the way, everything, put your focus on this and on that. Put your focus on masti. Keep your focus on just masti alone. Now you keep your masti on, your focus on masti alone. There's 10 different ways in a day to get masti. So what are you focused on? Are you focused or are you distracted? Well, you're both. Because by masti, you'll be distracted from that place of focus. But then the masti is your focus itself. Did I really confuse you even more? Here's the thing. Not a focus on an emotion. Focus on the joy within. Focus on yourself. Focus on the love within. But if an outside event becomes a focus, if an outside achievement becomes a focus, then your focus automatically becomes lack. That's the frequency that will be totally in focus. Lack will produce many fears and worries and anxieties, and that will be your frequency. That will be your energy's focus. And if the energy is focusing on lack, can you change it? Of course you can change it. By doing what? By putting your focus on something else. And so I offer my frequency to focus on. Focus on this. So here, when I say put your focus not on something outside, but put your focus on a frequency. You're going to choose a frequency, choose masti. Maybe you've already focused on anxiety. Maybe you focused on lack of self-love, lack. And if that's the case, shift your focus and be distracted by everything that brings you masti. In energy terms, distraction can mean anything. Words don't mean anything. Distracted in masti, great, that's the best focus that you can have. Distracted towards a goal, nah, not so much. So the words don't mean much. But yes, when I do say, words don't mean much, and I use 1,000 words to explain what I meant. But that's what you say when you're putting your focus on something in an outside world. Goals, ambitions, these are all where you focus. And I'm saying focus on the frequency of masti. Okay, somebody writes to me, my parents are after my life to get to get married. They're blackmailing just after my life. But I'm not sure whether I'm ready or not. I don't know what to do. What is marriage? Marriage is a piece of paper. Really, it's just a piece of paper. What will marriage bring to you? It'll bring you a couple more actors, just a few more actors who will keep reflecting at you whatever you are in your energies. So, already, what are you in your energies? You are a bundle of confusion, is what I can understand, because that is why your parents are after your life and you're confused, you're doubtful. So, what is your energy right now? You're sitting in confusion, you're sitting in doubt, and that's what your parents are reflecting at you. Remember, they're also actors. They're simply actors of what? Of your energy. They're actors of your energy. When you shift your energy to that of abundance, to joy, you will find that they will shift too. As soon as they shift, again, if you move back to some confusion and some doubt, well, the next day they'll get up and they'll show that to you again. Everybody around you is simply a reflection of your energy. Understand that. They have their own life running. Parents, your actors, do they have their own roles to play? Do they have their own emotions to look within? Yes, they do, but that's their journey. That actor who has come in your life as your parent, उनकी यात्रा उनकी है. जब तुम उनको देखते हो, I always ask you one question. As you look at your parents who are after your life, what do you feel? Oh no, I feel I'm not ready. Okay, I am not ready. What energy is that? That's the energy of doubt. That's the energy of confusion. There might also be energy of fear. That, oh my God, I don't know. I don't know how to deal with something like this. I don't know how to deal with outside. Guess what? The outside is constantly going to be a reflection of your inside. And so I have a very beautiful, easy process. It's called the positivity process. It's all about looking at yourself with this one question: what am I feeling? Not what my parents are feeling. Oh, my parents are blackmailing me. So therefore, they are feeling very worried. That's why they're blackmailing you. They are feeling very worried, but that's not my question. My question is, as you see them blackmailing you, now what are you feeling? Yeah, I'm also feeling worried. I'm also feeling fearful for them, for this, for that. What's the frequency that you are in? The frequency might be fear, worry, anxiety, confusion, doubt. If these are all the beautiful frequencies that make up your energy field, outside is bound to reflect it. Today it's parents, tomorrow it'll be somebody else. Doesn't even have to be a marriage. It'll be somebody at work, it'll be somebody at college, it'll be friends, it'll be anything. But it will be you and your energy constantly being reflected back at you. And that's why, isn't it simple? You don't have to work on your parents. You don't even have to convince them of anything. You simply have to work on your energies. And that's all. So simply take in, I offer this, do the positivity process, and then take in my energy. मुझसे ले लो, free में बांटती फिरती हूँ. I take energy from Meenal. There are processes and processes, tools and tools. I've got about 200 webinars on YouTube right now. कुछ भी लेके बैठ जाओ, कितनी सारी meditations हैं, कुछ भी कर लो, लेकिन कम से कम अपनी energy को समझना शुरू करो. Understand your energy that is manifesting outside as a worried set of parents. It's your energy. It's you. And then what will happen with that one piece of paper, with that divorce, with that marriage, with that, what are the other pieces of paper? Any other legal piece of paper, what will happen? Nothing. It will still be all about you and your energy. The day that, so I'm divorced. That was my first marriage. But the day I got my divorce, I was so happy. I was so joyful. The day I got married, that first time, Oh my God, I was so filled with fear. I was unaware in those days. I was unaware. And that's why I didn't listen to what my heart was telling me. I didn't work on myself. I was unaware. I was still the frequency of abundance, but I was unaware. The finger was pointed outside. That was my unaware journey. But there was so much of fear and anxiety in me regarding that first marriage. Well, guess what? It all played out. It all played out. And the only good part was that I just knew that, okay, I don't need to prolong my misery. And so I didn't have fear and I walked out of it. If I had so much fear, well, thankfully, in this life, I came fearless. If otherwise I had so much fear, I would be paralyzed with that fear itself. I wouldn't be coming out of it and it would still be manifesting more fear, more fear, more fear. But the path is for all of us from fear to fearless. So, Hajo, begin your job today. It's not whether you get married or you don't get married, that path will keep opening out for you. Whether you say yes or you say no, you know, you could say yes to your parents. 500 people would still walk into your life and none would materialize. That's okay. That's okay. That's also, whoever needs to come, whoever is vibrating at your frequency will come. There was somebody who came to me just a few months ago, and they said that, every time that my parents fix up something for me or whatever, and after some time that's breaking up. And so the parents had a brilliant idea. The parents said, okay, what we are going to do is we're not going to allow you to talk to the other party. You don't have to talk so much to the boy. We will just keep a very short period so that you don't get to talk to the boy, and then you're married. And I was just laughing because I said, really, can you even see what you're doing? Right now, she's not getting married. And in a few months, she'll be married and divorced because the same thing that's happening just right now in such a beautiful, easy way that something's happening and breaking up. The frequencies are not resonating. And so thankfully, it's just breaking up. But the parents are like, no, no, you need to get that one piece of paper in your hand. And I just laughed and I said, sure. And then there'll be this other piece of paper in your hands as well. But the daughter is being given a chance to change her energy. Her energy right now, and I say to people, the universe is playing in your favor with no matter what happens outside. So even in the breaking of all of these proposals, the universe is playing in her favor. And that's what it is. And the right person will come when they come. They might come tomorrow, they might come 100 years later. But who is the right person that will come? That right person has nothing to do with the person who's going to keep you so happy. No, no. The right person is the one that matches your frequency. That's it. So who will he match? Who are you today? Take a look. If you are confusion, doubt, blah, 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 the right person that will walk into your life will bring all of these to you as a reflection. So begin to change your energy. These pieces of papers, marriage and whatever, they will happen on their own. They mean nothing in energy perspective. If you are sitting within in joy, outside actors will only give you more joy. If you are sitting inside in confusion, outside actors, only confusion, only more doubt. And from there, regret. So immediately begin to work on yourself. You ask me, what is my take on it, whether you should get married or not get married? I say allow everything to happen. But in the meanwhile, as you allow, keep working with it. Change your frequency to joy. And then again and again, I remind you, this is a daily job. The cleaning off, you know, all the emotions that you are carrying, the looking at it, like how you go in for a shower every single day. Because so many times when people come to me and say, oh, I got married and I expect that this outside person is going to keep me happy. And I said, no, they're under no such obligation to keep you happy. They are under the obligation to reflect whatever your energy holds. It's all about you, my dear. So you will have to look within and come to the frequency of joy, and that's it. I hope I gave you an answer, but if you have further clarifications needed, then please ask. Somebody says, when you say we come here to experience red emotions, then why we are not accepting them? So much chaos. Well, we came here to experience duality. We came here to experience duality. And so we sit in duality and we look outside. And we are looking from the eyes outside and we keep finding the answers outside. And we are still experiencing everything from here, from outside, from separation. I am this and you are that. We came here to experience this, yes. Earth is one of those beautiful places where we can experience duality, and that experience was necessary for us to understand singularity. For us to understand oneness, separation is a necessary experience. Why are you not accepting? Acceptance is not a part of the vocabulary when you are looking outside. When you are looking outside, and if you start to accept everything and everyone, then already you are sitting in the frequency of oneness, because the acceptance of everything and everyone only comes when you are in the frequencies of the heart. Because in that moment you say, Har Har Mahadev, everyone a Shiva. When you are looking outside, how can you be in the acceptance mode? This is different. I don't want it this way. This should happen this way. You have expectations of all outcomes, and those expectations are going to break. Those expectations are going to create trauma. Those expectations are going to give you experiences of fear, anxiety, everything that you came for. You're talking about two different places. When I said we came to experience, we were unaware so that we could experience duality. When we become aware, we come to acceptance, we come to oneness, we begin to accept everything around us. And from that place, we are experiencing singularity. Outside, I don't see anything. For me, every answer is within. Outside, some chaos is happening. I just can simply sit inside and say, okay, what is this here to show me? What part of me is this reflecting? What do I need to know from this experience? It's all about me. It's all about my energy field. Outside, whatever is being created is simply for my purpose, because the universe is playing in my favor. Where am I sitting right now? I'm sitting with all the focus on myself. Your question itself says, why can't I accept everything? But if you are not able to accept everything, you are sitting in unawareness. Don't expect yourself to accept anything at all when you are sitting in unawareness. Our whole lives, are we taught to accept everything as we go along? No, we are told to fight for this and fight for that. This acceptance is very much a part of awareness game. When you're playing the unawareness game, don't expect yourself to accept. Expect yourself to not accept. So if you're sitting in unacceptance, your emotions, your experiences simply being created from unawareness. Is that wrong? Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. Everything simply an experience. Even if you choose unawareness, simply your experiences will keep getting created of unawareness. That's all. More sitting in sadness or anxiety, these are the frequencies of the mind. So you don't want to sit in the frequencies of sadness or anxiety, yet even to come to awareness, the first step is going to be acceptance. Acceptance of what? Acceptance of the fact that everything is simply a frequency and it exists in your energy field. That your energy field is creating everything that's happening outside. It's you, the creator. acceptance of your power as the creator. That's your power, that you're able to create more of the same. Your power that from a little bit of chaos, you're able to create more chaos. I think that's pretty powerful. You're saying, oh, I don't like creating chaos. If you don't like creating chaos, then the fingers got to go within. That's the awareness game of acceptance. When you say, okay, I accept that it is my energy that's creating everything. Okay, even in terms of my energy, it's just a frequency. I'm sitting in frequencies of fear. So fear is getting created more. Okay, but fear is a channel that I'm playing. If you don't accept that and the finger is outside, no, he did that to me. That is wrong. That is happening to me. That shouldn't happen. Expectations and more attachments and more conditionalities and more judgments. And I say to everybody, we came here to experience judgments. हम तो आए ही यहाँ पर अपने आप को आंकने और किसी सामने वाले को आंकने के लिए. तो हम जब अपने आप को आंकते हैं, is our love towards ourselves conditional or unconditional? When I judge somebody outside, is my love to them conditional or unconditional? Well, the path will find itself. You can be as conditional as you want to be, but the path will automatically force you to drop your conditions one day. The path is because when you are sitting unawares, there is going to be a time when you will be made aware. रास्ता ही वहीं को जाता है, सारे रास्ते वहीं को जाते हैं. From outside to within, from unawareness to awareness. सारे रास्ते आपको unawareness से धक्के मार मार के अवेयरनेस पे लेके चले जाएंगे. बाहर की तरफ देखने से अंदर की तरफ लेके जाएंगे, बहुत धक्के के साथ लेके जाएंगे अगर आप पहले से ही अंदर की तरफ नहीं देख रहे हुए. तो बहुत तरीके के धक्के पड़ते हैं और जब वो धक्के पड़ते हैं तो अपने आप से तुम भी यूं ही धक्के खाते खाते आ ही जाते हो किसी दिन अवेयरनेस में आ जाते हो. और फिर ये रास्ता नहीं पसंद आता. क्यों? क्योंकि बाहर बहुत देखने की आदत है कि नहीं, बाहर किसी को देख के उसी के ऊपर पूरी का पूरा ब्लेम लगा दें तो कितना ही आसान है ना कि उसने मेरी जिंदगी बर्बाद कर दी. Very easy. Isn't it so easy to say that? Of course. And so that's ease and grace in blaming outside. What will the universe create for you? More people that you can exercise this ease and grace of blaming outside on. More ease and grace will be given to you, but in what? In blaming outside. More people will come in your life that you will have to blame. Now, this one is to be blamed for my bad health. That one is to be blamed for my bad energies. That one is to be blamed for my bad life. So you will be given a lot of blames to be put on others with ease and grace. That's how I understand that everything can happen with so much ease and grace. If you are aware, then become aware that you are the creator of these blame games. More blaming will happen if you are already sitting with fingers outside. And so when you just simply bring the finger in, not blaming your energy, but saying, no, I'm the creator. I am the powerful creator of all that is happening in my life. So therefore, I have the power to shift it. I have the power to change it as well. Yes, tell me if you received your answer or if you need some more understanding. Any other questions anybody has for me? All good? Okay, well, let's just move into, give me a minute. So cute. So somebody says, yes, but I'm in awareness, then also fingers go outside. No, it's a switch. You can go from unawareness to awareness just like that. You can go from unawareness to awareness just like that. Did I just say the same thing twice? Well, You can do both of them in just a minute. The minute the finger is outside, that moment belongs to unawareness. The minute the finger is inside, only that. Then outside, everything doesn't exist. Only me. Am I getting triggered by outside when I am aware? No. I'm able to work on myself and say, okay, this is my energy, it has created this. I simply sit with it. I accept the frequency. No trigger outside, nothing. Okay, some answer is to be received by me even through this outside chaos. Because I always tell people, maybe you want to watch that webinar. It's got something to do with chaos. But I always tell people it cycles of order and chaos. It's like an exam time. We have exam time and we are completely in chaos. We don't understand what the questions are going to be, blah, blah, blah. And when that happens, what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to just simply review whatever we have learned so far and then put it down. Then that's the test that's happening. And you can be in that test, you can look at it and then simply be, okay, this is what I learned. I have to release and I have learned not to put the finger outside. And then you pass the test and that's it. And then you come back to normal, like, you go up one grade and now you're in the next class and then you learn some more. And then what will happen? Another cycle of chaos. That exam time will come. And then what do you have to do? Everything that you've learned so far, you have to sit with it. This is your time to experience it. How much awareness have you really got? Have you really been able to shift your energy or not? And so as you do that, again, you will come back to silence, come back to, well, next grade. And so that's how chaos and order move. So you don't like chaos. Why is it that you don't like chaos? Haven't you already got answers to everything? I say to everybody, we have the answers to everything now with that one question. What am I feeling? What am I feeling? It gives you answers to absolutely every problem outside. And just as I think of that, I'm going to invite Mithali, but let me just see if there's any messages here. So cute. Somebody writes to me in a direct message, but I shall read it out to you. Meenal, ma'am, you look ravishing as always. Just by seeing you, my happy, happy Wali frequency amplifies by 100 times. Oh, that's so cute. You just amplified my happy, happy Wali frequency 100 times as well. Thank you so much. Okay, wonderful. When somebody says stalker is here and I say, yeah, I'm the stalker. I'm the stalker and the stalked. Okay, so I'm going to actually invite, I think Mithali is here. I'm going to invite Mithali to share her experience that just recently happened to her. And again, the outside, whatever the situation might be, where do we find the answers for everything? I again and again remind people, it's not like we won't go outside. We were born to do this. We were born to look outside. That's why these two eyes are open and looking outside. But the beauty of awareness is that the next minute, we can now bring our finger here and we can work on ourselves. And as we work on ourselves, magic happens. So Mithali has a magic story to share. Over to you, Mithali.
Hi, everyone. So this is one of the smaller stories that played out at work recently. So I've had a new boss for the past 3 years. Well, so not really new. But since she has a very large team of, about 3,000 people that she looks at, it's like I'm as good as invisible to her. So while I've had those reservations or judgments about her, it's okay because I see that judgment as an extension of myself. So whatever I judge her for, whether she's, arrogant, invisible, or, treats me like an invisible, whatever, I see that judgment is what I hold for a part of me that I have not accepted. So as I've been doing this, I have shared with you all in the past 2 years for actually rejecting work, I got promoted. And recently in the past week, it has been that in the past month, I have been given one of the biggest projects of my life. And I have been, as I have been working on it, this time around, my finger has been so amazingly within. And this is the story that played out in the past week rather, that I was asked to actually go ahead and, give some inputs. But before that, what happened is we've got an office situation where now going to office thrice a week is kind of mandatory. So as Wednesday, I was in office. Tuesday, I was in office in front of her the whole day. I was sitting right outside her cabin. So she's seeing me. She's planning the next day where she's planning a lunch for the team with her boss. And as always, she completely forgot to invite me for it. As she forgot to invite me for it on a Wednesday, I looked within, whatever hurt or whatever it is that I felt, I released. And all this while, all I have been doing is whenever I judge her for doing something, I see that as a part of myself. And all I come to is gratitude for her, and then keep sending her unconditional love with full acceptance of whatever she is doing and the way she is. And so Wednesday, I work on this judgment of I'm invisible, but I am Shiva. It doesn't matter if I'm invisible to her. I keep saying this to myself, and I'm flowing totally in joy and abundance, in masti, actually, abundance of masti rather. Because even though I'm putting in like longer hours of, probably 7:30 a.m. in the morning till 10 p.m. in the night, there is no sense of I am doing this because other people are not doing their job, or there's so much put on me because, there is nobody else to provide backup for, and my boss won't understand. I had no such chatter, which was totally unlike me. And as I do this, and I'm constantly this time able to look at everything that is happening around me from an inner mirror of awareness, Thursday, she calls me. So in the past 2 years, she's never called me. Once she's spoken to me for something that she really needed. It was like a 30-second conversation. And once I have called her, which she didn't kind of acknowledge very well. Thursday, she calls me. So she messages me rather saying, can we speak? I said, okay, I can speak to you now. And I was sitting in zero judgment. I was sitting in zero fear that, okay, now what's coming my way? And as she spoke to me and asked for a couple of things that were happening on this new project, I told her a couple of things. But before taking the call also, what I had done is I had surrendered to money. Like we would go for a guide session and say that, okay, Mani ji, jo chahiye bulwa dena. I said, Mani ji, jo chahiye, I don't know what she wants to ask, up to you. You take over and speak through me. And because I came from this amazing space of lightness, I actually ended up telling her that, yes, she's saying, why can't people tell me all these things? I said, yeah, people don't tell you all these things because you come across as so intimidating. You are, totally, you totally reject people's suggestions outright. And I told her things which are totally something that she would never listen to. I like literally criticized her on her face, feeling zero judgment within. So I'm still saying the same things which I had actually felt for her at one point in time. But when I had felt for her at that point in time, I was feeling judgment. This time when I was saying this to her over a call, I was feeling no judgment and total joy. And so after that, she's like, yes, I agree. I come across as intimidating. But that doesn't mean that people don't ask me for help. I said, yeah, you need to, soften a little bit. So and so, and now do these three things. She's like, yeah, these are very valuable inputs. Okay, Mitali, you know what? We should call me every day now. And a person who's not spoken to me for 2 years is telling me, you call me on this project and report to me every day. I would definitely like to hear your view. The joy of surrender, zero expectation. I had like, Mani ji, kya bulwa rahe ho? Meri to matlab ye to mujhe nikal degi after this. So, but yeah, because I was coming from zero fear and totally surrendered, and I was okay. If she would have even outright rejected me, it would have mattered. So, coming from that space of zero judgment, zero fear, zero expectation, and complete surrender, total joy, feeling nothing but unconditional love for her. When I said this to her, completely different story outside.
So beautiful, so beautiful. And then, when she was telling me the story, and I was just laughing, and I said, yeah, for somebody to understand and then to be able to surrender, but then to also see that we are saying, using the same words. And however, this time when the energy underneath is different, the outside consequences are so different. They're so different. And that's why so many times I tell you, people, the words can be any. Stop getting caught up in words. The words can be any, but just make sure that the energy that's flowing from you to the other is that of unconditional love. And then they have no choice but to come back to you with the same energy of love. So here it is. So Mitali got to experience that love only because of the work that she did on herself. Such a beautiful story. But you know what? This is what plays out every single day. This is what plays out to so many of you every single day. The ones who are working within get to share. This just happened in the morning, and I told Mitali, I said, you know what? Just because we are having a Saturday webinar today, we must share this, just because it's a daily thing. When people think that by doing work within, how will work become easier? Well, these are examples from the workplace as to how work becomes so much easier when the finger is still constantly within. Beautiful. Okay. So amazing. All right, everybody. So we've got many beautiful comments for Mitali's experience. Wonderful experience, Mitali. So beautiful, Mitali. This was such an amazing incident. That is so beautiful, Mitali. So happy for your experience. Wonderful, everybody. All right, now I think there's a fun meditation, a little fun meditation that's coming up. Okay. So we'll just simply close our eyes and breathe. Remember to breathe. That's all. Okay. Relax, everybody, and close your eyes and exhale. Exhaling anything that you're holding that might make you feel a little heavy. Anything. Whatever comes to mind, simply just exhale. Emptying your mind in this moment. Empty, empty, empty. And now I want you to see yourself as a young child, a very young child, and you're playing with another young child, and that one is your best friend. Just simply imagine the scenario. You are 2 or 3 years old, 3 or 4 years old, something like that. And you can visualize this beautiful play with you and your little best friend. And the two of you are simply keeping busy. You have no language to exchange between the two of you. And yet, your eyes are filled with love for each other, you and your best friend. It can be anyone. It can be somebody imaginary as well. It doesn't need to be that there was a best friend that you had. No, in this moment, it can be you and your best friend, anyone. It might even be money that you want to see as your best friend. And you're having this beautiful game between you and just running around, feeling happy, showing each other the beautiful joys of discovering something new. And you're running around, and suddenly you find a piece of mirror, a mirror. And you look into the mirror. You're looking into the mirror, and guess what? You see yourself. And you're amazed that you're able to see yourself in this mirror. And so you call that best friend of yours, come here, take a look. In this piece, there is me. I'm in this mirror. Take a look. And so your best friend comes running and holds the mirror. And he's looking at the mirror and he says, no, no, no. In this piece, there is my photo. It is me. And you take it from him. You snatch the mirror. Say, no, no, let me take a look. And you take a look into that mirror and you're fighting with him, saying, no, it's not you. It's me. And now the two of you are snatching this thing from each other. You take a look into the mirror and you see you. And you say, no, he's lying. And he snatches the mirror from you, looks at it, says, no, it's me. You're lying. The two of you are at it now. You're jumping at each other. You're fighting with each other. You're pulling each other's hair. This is how the story is going. The story is not going so well into meditation, but the story is building that the two of you are pulling each other's hair because you think the other person is lying. And now there is this you, the grown-up you, that's sitting at a distance. And you're watching this play. You're watching this play between a younger you and the best friend. And then suddenly, the both of them, as they're fighting and pulling each other's hair, they're now both on the same side and they both look at the mirror together. And how funny is that? That now you notice that, oh, there's your friend. That's him in the mirror. Now you can see the friend. And the friend notices you, saying, oh, you're in the mirror too. Okay, then now the two of you looking so happy again because it's the both of you. So funny, you're back to laughing and smiling again because you can see it wasn't just you. This is a magical thing. This mirror thing, it's magic. You can see you and you can see the other. And there is both of you in the picture. And now the two of you hug each other, knowing that both of you can be a mirror to each other. You're both in the picture. You're both available to be seen in the mirror. No longer the fight between this is only me or this is only you. This is a mirror to you. When it's a mirror to you, it's all about you. But there are people all around you who are holding mirrors, mirrors, mirrors. So don't be confused. Don't fight it. The mirrors are everywhere. You might see yourself sometimes in the mirror, or you might not, but it's okay. Everyone around you just holding mirrors to you. Don't be sad. They're all there, you and them. This whole world, simply a sheesh mahal. It's a world filled with mirrors. This is the funniest meditation that I have done, but just only to show you that it's you everywhere. But when the other person doesn't see you, it's okay. They're still seeing themselves, not seeing themselves, only seeing you, pointing the mirrors, pointing the fingers, but it's you everywhere in this universe. See yourself in the mirror. Don't get confused. There is no best friend. There is only you, even as your best friend. There is only you and your mirror. The story that has come to be told is today of you and your mirrors and how they can be confusing. Sometimes you only see the other and sometimes you only see yourself. But to understand that the game is in the energies. That's it. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Lots and lots of love to you. Enjoy the funny meditations that come along to you.
Oh, that was an awesome meditation. Thank you.
Like the cutest. I was like, what are you, Mani? What is this? What is this? So cute, huh? So beautiful that I have this energy now. Me, when you asked me to see a friend, I saw my dad, my late dad. And we saw the mirror together from the start. No fight. Lovely that my energy now doesn't even need to go to a state of disagreement. How beautiful this energy journey. And it's okay if you tomorrow go into disagreement, that's okay too, because it's just a mirror in which you see half a picture and you don't see the full picture all the time. But when you see the full picture, the fuller picture, then we are back to feeling happy again. Otherwise, we're seeing half a picture, half a time, and then pulling each other's hair, saying, no, my picture is this and your picture is that. But anyways, so much fun, so much fun and so funny, this meditation. All right, everybody, lots and lots of love to all of you and enjoy the rest of the evening. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Love you. Bye.
Lots of love. Bye bye.